Hi guys, welcome to my vlog. Please watch my video now. Our topic is 20 costliest mistakes billionaires and you make. Here's a list of 20 costliest mistakes that billionaires and anyone can make, along with explanations. 1. Neglecting market trends. Why it's costly. Even the richest people can fail to keep up with evolving trends. Kodak, for example, didn't pivot fast enough to digital photography. This resulted in a huge loss of market dominance and revenue. How to avoid it? Always study new technologies and trends. Staying adaptable is key to staying relevant. 2. Over-leveraging. Why it's costly. Borrowing too much to expand too quickly can lead to financial ruin if the business doesn't perform as expected. Billionaires can see their net worth plummet during economic downturns if they're too leveraged. How to avoid it? Maintain a conservative debt-to-equity ratio and plan for downturns. 3. Ignoring tax planning. Why it's costly. Not properly managing tax strategies can cost millions, or even billions. For example, billionaires like Robert F. Smith have faced massive penalties for tax evasion. How to avoid it? Use legal tax strategies, work with expert advisors, and avoid short-term fixes that could lead to audits or penalties. 4. Lack of diversification. Why it's costly. Putting all wealth into one sector, asset, or business can result in devastating losses if that asset collapses. Bernie Madoff's victims, including many wealthy individuals, lost fortunes by not diversifying. How to avoid it? Spread investments across various asset classes, industries, and geographical areas. 5. Overconfidence. Why it's costly. Billionaires often believe their past success guarantees future success. This hubris can result in overinvestment in failing ventures or industries. Elon Musk's challenges with his Twitter purchase are an example. How to avoid it? Stay humble, rely on data, and seek external advice. 6. Micromanaging. Why it's costly. Trying to control every small detail can prevent billionaires from seeing the bigger picture and lead to burnout. It also alienates capable executives, causing operational inefficiencies. How to avoid it? Delegate effectively, trust your team, and focus on strategic decisions. 7. Succession failures. Why it's costly. Many billionaires failed to create a solid succession plan, resulting in family feuds, the disintegration of wealth, or poor leadership choices. Sumner Redstone's family battle over CBS is a cautionary tale. How to avoid it? Develop a comprehensive succession plan early and involve family members in the process. 8. Ignoring customer needs. Why it's costly. Billionaires who overlook shifts in consumer preferences risk losing market share. Blockbuster failed to see how much customers valued the convenience of streaming, leading to its collapse. How to avoid it? Constantly gather feedback from customers and pivot your business to meet their evolving needs. 9. Failure to innovate. Why it's costly. Sticking to old business models while competitors innovate can lead to obsolescence. Nokia, once a phone industry leader, missed the smartphone revolution, losing its dominant position. How to avoid it? Encourage innovation within your business and always be open to change. 10. Overpaying for acquisitions. Why it's costly. Billionaires sometimes overestimate the value of an acquisition, paying more than the target company is worth. AOL's purchase of Time Warner is often cited as one of the most disastrous acquisitions in history. How to avoid it? Conduct thorough due diligence and don't let emotions drive acquisition decisions. 11. Neglecting personal health. Why it's costly. Wealth means little if billionaires are too sick to enjoy it. Steve Jobs' battle with cancer highlighted the limitations of money in the face of poor health. How to avoid it? Prioritize physical and mental well-being. Regular health checkups, exercise, and a balanced diet are essential. 12. Underestimating competitors. Why it's costly. Billionaires who don't take their competition seriously can be blindsided. Blockbuster underestimated Netflix, leading to its eventual bankruptcy. How to avoid it? Always keep an eye on the competition, even when you're on top. 13. Making emotional decisions. Why it's costly. Decisions made in anger, fear, or euphoria can lead to massive losses. For example, Impulsively selling investments during market downturns can result in huge missed opportunities. How to avoid it? Stay calm under pressure, seek advice from neutral parties, and make data-driven decisions. 14. Underestimating legal risks. Why it's costly. Many billionaires overlook the complexity of legal risks. Legal battles, such as those related to antitrust or patent infringement, can cost billions and tarnish reputations. How to avoid it? Engage top legal teams to review contracts, intellectual property, and compliance issues regularly. 15. Failing to adapt to new regulations. Why it's costly. New laws and regulations can drastically alter business landscapes. Uber has faced numerous challenges due to changing regulations worldwide. How to avoid it? Stay informed about regulatory changes and be proactive in adapting your business model to comply with new rules. 16. Ignoring public perception. Why it's costly. Public opinion can shift quickly, and billionaires who ignore their image can face boycotts or PR disasters. Facebook faced immense backlash due to data privacy issues, which hurt its stock. How to avoid it? Maintain transparency, engage in ethical practices, and manage public relations with care. 17. Getting distracted by new ventures. Why it's costly. Many billionaires, attracted to new industries or trends, divert their attention away from core businesses, which can lead to their decline. Richard Branson's Virgin Group has experienced mixed results with its various ventures. How to avoid it? Stick to your strengths, and don't spread your resources too thin. 18. Ignoring technological changes. Why it's costly. Technological disruptions can destroy businesses that fail to adapt. The rise of e-commerce hurt traditional retail billionaires who didn't pivot quickly. How to avoid it? Embrace technological innovation and invest in future-proofing your business. 19. Poor team building. Why it's costly. Surrounding yourself with the wrong people or hiring poorly can stifle business growth. Adam Neumann of WeWork's leadership and team-building decisions led to the company's near collapse. How to avoid it? Focus on hiring top talent and cultivating a positive, productive company culture. 20. Neglecting long-term vision. Why it's costly. Billionaires who focus on short-term profits may miss out on bigger, long-term opportunities. CEOs obsessed with quarterly earnings can make decisions that harm the company's future. How to avoid it? Focus on sustainable growth and long-term value creation rather than short-term gains. These mistakes don't just affect billionaires, they apply to anyone managing wealth, businesses, or even personal finances. The key takeaway is to remain adaptable, plan carefully, and maintain a balanced approach to risk and reward. Here are 10 more costly mistakes that billionaires, and anyone, can make, along with explanations. 21. Misjudging economic cycles. Why it's costly. Failing to recognize when the economy is overheating or in a downturn can lead to catastrophic losses. The 2008 financial crisis affected even the wealthiest people who didn't see the bubble bursting. How to avoid it? Stay attuned to economic signals, consult with experts, and be cautious during boom times. 22. Overestimating brand loyalty. Why it's costly. Many billionaires assume customers will remain loyal indefinitely, but consumers can switch brands easily. BlackBerry's dominance in the smartphone market was upended by competitors like Apple and Samsung. How to avoid it? Keep innovating and focus on improving customer experience to maintain loyalty. 23. Neglecting intellectual property. Why it's costly. Not protecting intellectual property, IP, can lead to costly legal battles and lost revenue. Businesses like Tesla and Apple actively fight to protect their patents and trademarks. How to avoid it? Invest in protecting your IP early and enforce your rights globally. 24. Allowing ego to dictate decisions. Why it's costly. Ego-driven decisions often prioritize personal gratification over sound business strategy, leading to expensive mistakes. For example, billionaires who refuse to accept failure and double down on bad ventures lose fortunes. How to avoid it? Surround yourself with people who challenge you and provide objective advice. 25. Failing to anticipate disruptive competitors. Why it's costly. Billionaires who ignore up-and-coming competitors risk being disrupted. Taxi companies underestimated Uber, which transformed the transportation industry. How to avoid it? Stay informed about emerging trends and competitors, even those that seem small or niche at first. 26. Being overly secretive, why it's costly. Keeping too much information close to the chest can limit collaboration and reduce innovation. Steve Jobs was known for secrecy, which sometimes stifled progress at Apple. How to avoid it? Foster a culture of openness where appropriate, while still protecting critical assets. 27. Inflexibility in pricing models, why it's costly. Rigid pricing strategies can alienate customers and hurt sales. For example, early tech giants often stuck to premium pricing, while competitors like Amazon and Walmart leveraged cost leadership models to capture market share. How to avoid it? Be flexible with pricing based on market conditions and customer feedback. 28. Ignoring corporate governance, why it's costly. Poor governance, including a lack of checks and balances, can lead to fraud, mismanagement, and ethical violations. Enron's collapse was largely due to governance failures. How to avoid it? Implement a strong governance framework with independent oversight and clear ethical standards. 29. Focusing too much on competitors, why it's costly. Billionaires who obsess over beating their competitors may lose sight of their own business's strengths and weaknesses. Bill Gates famously said that focusing on IBM too much was a mistake Microsoft made in the early days. How to avoid it? Maintain a balanced focus. Monitor competitors but stay true to your company's vision. 30. Failing to build a strong corporate culture, why it's costly. A toxic or disengaged company culture can result in high employee turnover, reduced productivity, and missed opportunities. Uber faced significant internal turmoil due to its aggressive corporate culture, leading to a reputational hit. How to avoid it? Invest in building a positive corporate culture that values employees, fosters innovation, and aligns with your business goals. These mistakes, when made by billionaires or any individual managing wealth or a business, can have devastating consequences. Many of them stem from a combination of overconfidence, neglecting essential fundamentals, or losing sight of long-term goals. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. God bless.